Yeah. What's up, you two? It's your boy Goose. Man, I had to do this. I had to do this one. I had to do this one because it's one of my favorite fighters, man. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he one of the only ones that could probably beat Tank. One of the only ones. If not, he'd probably get knocked out by Tank. But other than that, I really feel like he got the boxing skills, he got the power, he got the chin, he got the energy. He brings the energy just like Tank, like or even more. That's why I feel like he could. That's like a 60-40 fight to me. I got to see what he do in this fight right here. I got to see what he do in this fight right here. If you go in there and just whitewash the dude, then we might be at the 50-50 rank, you know? Especially since Tank fighting Roach. Mm. I mean, they don't say nothing about his boxing skills, but I'm all about the matchups. You feel me? Matchups make you better. Matchups make you better. Matchups make you better. But it's my boy Keyshawn talking about his future. Well, him fighting back at home, Devin Haney, Tank, and other future fights that he might have, and also talking about his brother. So this is gonna be a long video from me. Let's get into it.
Self, but two brothers as well. Keon making his debut, Kelvin looking to go 14-0, and yourself on that path to become world champion. How excited are you to have this landmark moment in your career?
Man, this been 17 years of us putting in work, grinding it out. One of us left boxing, came back to boxing. Two of us left our city. Now we had to move back to our city. Like, this been a long time coming, man. Long journey, a lot of ups and downs, man. And the only thing we can do is be proud of ourselves that we finally here.
You often hear like that boxing's a lonely sport, and look, you have to go through your own trials and tribulations, but you get to share these moments.
Come on, Keyshawn, that's not professional. Don't be eating on in an interview. Come on, I know you got to get your nutrition and stuff. Come on, man. You one of my favorite fighters. Don't do that. Don't be mad at me, man. But look, for real, be professional. You growing. You growing into this icon. You growing into this icon that you might sooner or later be up there in them talks of the face of boxing. Keep growing, bro. Keep growing. I appreciate the way you are growing. I appreciate it. If nobody else do.
Kind of thing with your family and your brothers. How special is that? The fact that it's not just a moment for yourself, but it's everybody. Everyone's involved.
Like, look how you looking. Like, come on, man. Come on. Look. That ain't a good look. Come on, man. Come on.
All on the same night. Like, you don't really see that.
Right, man. And like I said, it was a long time coming. And over the years, I was thinking about when it is my turn, how I'm going to do it. And I got my sisters involved. They're going to be doing, I'm not going to say what, but they're going to be doing something for fight night. Of course, my brother's already involved. Like, entirely, of course, I'm going to do something for my mother. Like, I got the whole layout of fight night. So ESPN, everybody watching ESPN tuning that night, they're going to understand DB3 is a family. And of course, it's three brothers, but it's started within the family, and y'all gonna see that night. It's gonna be special.
You mentioned family and ESPN.
Damn,
camera's just gone. After your last fight, you presented your grandma with some flowers. I remember ESPN captured that. How sort of good a moment is that, and how much of an important figure has she been in your life?
Oh, my Nana, that's your Nana, like, you know what I'm saying? And she's been a super important figure in my life, but I can't overlook, my mother's mother.
Yeah.
And my mother's mother, she died of breast cancer. And she was actually like my mother, my second mother. Jackie was, her name was. And that's the grandmother that I was living with. I basically grew up with. And I just want to give her a shout out here as well. But my Nana, once my grandma Jackie died, my nana, just took on the
that's
the
it. That's the
load
video.
of Jackie and herself, and
They
she
gotta
just been
fix
doing an
that.
amazing job as a grandmother, supporting us throughout our career.
That's not my sound. That's they sound. They gotta fix that. Oh man, they messing up the interview.
Making sure we straight financially and everything else. So that night, I definitely wanted to make it special for my nana.
Look, it's going to be a historic night. Obviously, a landmark moment we mentioned for yourself, your family as a whole. Lemos comes into this, your opponent, very experienced, 29 fights, 29 wins, 1 defeat on his record. Is he the right type of opponent for you at this stage in your career before you make that jump?
I get the same question asked every time I fight. Is this the right point if I make that jump? Is this the big step up? Is this that? Is this that? This is another fight to me, bro. This is another fight to me. Lemos is a human.
I mean, he is top 5, so
it's like I'm a human. It's just the better man gonna win, and I'm the best man at 135, and I'm gonna show that November 8th.
In all fairness, every time I've spoken to you, you've said the same. Whoever you've been fighting, there's never been any sort of.
So that means if fights with Shakur come up, you better take it. You said you're the best 135er. I'm by you. Not the best, because Tank the best. I put you at like 3 under Shakur. So if that fight come up, you better take it. You better take it. No ifs, ands, or buts. You saying you the best 135 pounder. So you gotta take all the challenges. I know y'all said in an interview in the past that y'all not gonna fight each other, this, that, and the third. But hey, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. He above you right now.
Oh yeah, he's a really big step up. He's a challenge. Do you go into there and just go, you know what? Obviously I've got to deal with you, but you've got to deal with me. I'm the problem coming into this. I'm the one who's going to be dictating this.
That's exactly how I think. I always told my nana, she always like, I'm always scared for you to go to the ring. I always tell my nana, don't be scared for me. Be scared for my opponent, because I'm the one you need to be watching out for. You know what I'm saying? And I stand by that with anybody I fight, from the number one, the world champions at 135 all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to keep the same energy because that's who I am.
I seen you live in person. I think it was Oklahoma, and you put a performance on against a guy who was throwing a lot of punches, a lot of volume. You stay so calm in the pocket, almost like you've got experience beyond your years. Do you think that's that type of mentality, and obviously how you train with the people you train, is that going to set you apart from all these other fighters in years to come?
Yeah, for sure. I was born with that mentality, and being groomed by, fighters that was basically on a higher level than me, and being groomed by them and learning off them, catching experience, it just made my mentality even stronger and confidence. So first, for starters, I was born with it. I always had that drive, but of course, we're around other great people with the same mentality. They just take you to the next level.
Is it important for you to put on a statement? It's rare that fighters get this kind of event. It's really rare. Like, you're in a fortunate position where, obviously you've worked and put the miles in over the years, where it's opened doors, allowed you this opportunity. So do you want to, although the win's important, are you wanting to put on one of these displays that really does make a statement? You've done it before, but is it important?
I mean, always got to put on a statement when you get in the ring. I think that's not the right question to ask. I think this is the moment where I need to put on the statement, because this is my first main event. This is my homecoming, and everybody is expecting something major. So I can't give them nothing less than that. But outside of that, every time I get in the ring, you enjoy me watching me fight. Yeah. Everybody enjoys watching me fight. It's like, it's inevitable. But every time I step in the ring, it's going to be a great fight when you're watching Keyshawn Davis, and that's the reason why I'm having the main event only 11-0.
I seen in a recent video on the Top Rank YouTube channel, there's yourself and Bruce Carrington sitting down having that exchange, that talk, and you mentioned about wanting to become the face of boxing. Right now, 2-part question: who is right now, in your opinion, the face of boxing, and what do you have to go to become that face?
First, I want to say, people want to say Canelo declining, but them numbers not. Numbers don't lie. So the face of boxing is Canelo. Right behind him is Tank, and right behind him, Inoue. I'm just saying that's the people that's the stars right now in the boxing league. But let's hear his let's hear his answer.
I think the real face of boxing is Canelo Alvarez.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly. And what do I have to do? I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing. I'm a very likable person. I got a great personality, and I can fucking fight, and I can knock you out too. You know what I'm saying? So you see that right there? It's just little shit like that. It's like I can be the face of boxing because I can fucking fight, and I bring that energy too. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta keep being who I am.
Bro, I called this man Keyshawn. I wanna fight Davis. That is his nickname from me, bro. Keyshawn, I want to fight Davis. On me. Because every time I see him, bro, he talking about he want to beat somebody up. And I be feeling him. Too many people be talking, bro, and he really want the action. Frank Martin scared. He ducked him. I'm saying it. He ducked him. I don't care if y'all say, oh, he fought Tank. That was a better fight. No, he should have fought Keyshawn at first and then Tank. That's what happens. You see what happened in that fight? He was not prepared for it. If you would have fought a Keyshawn, not saying that he would have beat Keyshawn, but if he would have fought Keyshawn, if he would have won, he would have been more prepared because Keyshawn attacks everything. He attacks everything. And then he come with you at full-fledged, dog, yeah, monster, you know. He coming, no NH, but he's gonna bring the fight every time. Keyshawn, I want to fight Davis. Stamp it.
Damn, I don't gotta do nothing else different. God bless me with this, and I'm just gonna keep riding it out until he don't want me riding no more.
Across this side of the pond, everybody obviously is aware of you. They talk about you. They have a passionate fan base over in the UK. Would you? I know you guys, travel and you fight in all kinds of different places. If one day there was an opportunity, would you like to come fight out here in front of the British fans?
I would love to fight in front of the British fans. I would love to. Like UK is like one of the best boxing fan bases is out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I would love to come out there and fight for sure.
Yeah, I remember when you had that fight in Oklahoma, and I knew loads of people who would come out because one of the fighters on the card.
Can't be a world champ without fighting everywhere. I mean, not everywhere, but overseas. You got to at least fight a couple times overseas, That's how you become a world champ, not just a champion. That's how you become a world champ. Even though you're beating different people from all over the world, that's how you become a world champ. He already a world champ to me. He went to the Olympics. Silver. I'm just saying.
Cards was one of my friends, Maxie Hughes, at the time, and they were like, a few of them were saying like, who's, when they were trying to get to know the undercard, and I just said, look, you watch this guy Keyshawn, look, he's different, kind of thing, and they were like, holy shit, and I just went, yeah, he's good, and he's not even the main event. So
right. You
have got support over here.
Thank you.
In terms of these big fights, you're always getting asked the same sort of question, but I've got to touch on it. You've had over the years, you mentioned different names, and people mention your name obviously as well. I think I was in the arena at the time. You had your altercation with a Frank Martin kind of thing. You can't look past Lemos. You can't. This is your big night, your first main event. But all these other fights, they're there for you after, seemingly, you would think. Is Frank Martin, Gervonta Davis, are these the fights after that where you go, look, let's go, kind of thing? As soon as
just like I said about Frank. Yeah, before you go into Tank, get somebody that's a like opponent. Or that'll put you through that mental, that'll bring that beast out of you when it's time to come. Cause Tank gonna bring that beast. I ain't gonna lie, for real. Go ahead and fight Frank Martin or Shakur after this. Go ahead. You already top 3. Frank Martin 4, Shakur 2. Go ahead and fight one of them. I'm not worried about Boychuk and Zepeda. They like 5'6". Yeah.
this fight's done and you do what you need to do.
And Loma is not in it no more. I'm tired of everybody saying that. He just fought Kambosos and he was scared to fight Gervonta. So he's on a let me make my money and yeah.
Frank Martin, no. Gervonta, yes, because he has a belt. Meaning, I'm going after the belt. I'm not going after no name. I need a belt to solidify Keyshawn Davis, the businessman. And then I can go after everybody.
Then get Boychuk. Get Boychuk first. Get Boychuk first before you go to Gervonta. I know you a man. Yeah, everybody to each his own, you know? When it comes to believing in skill-wise and all that, to each his own. But I just feel that you need one of them challenges before you go over there. Before you go to that. I know you've been in hella slugs and all that, but come on, man.
Names and this, that, and third. So Tank want to fight me, yes, I will gladly take his belt. But if not, I'm going to go after somebody else who will be willing to give me a shot.
That's a huge fight. You know, when you look at in boxing, I'm saying, you're close to...
It'll probably be Loma, huh? He'll probably end up getting Loma. Even though, bro, Loma got a belt, but I don't take him as top 5, top 6, none of that. I'm sorry. After you done dug so many people just to fight Kambosos, you could have fought anybody for that WBC belt. I mean, what belt you got? He don't got WBC. What the belt you got, my nigga? Damn. Stop. Please don't get under in comments going crazy because he's not top 5 no more. He not.
Shakur and a few other fighters, but when you look in boxing, especially with you coming through now, yourself and Gervonta Tank Davis is there.
But like I was saying, yeah, Keyshawn most likely gonna get either Loma or Boychuk, one of the two. Zepeda gonna end up fighting Shakur, so that belt took him. Gervonta gonna end up fighting. Damn, it'd be hard to find out who we gonna fight, but he fighting Roach at the end of this year. We don't know what he gonna do next year. Dang. Hopefully he move up and fight Ryan Garcia again. We need that fight. We need that fight again. I ain't gonna lie. We need that fight again. Or Tio. We needs that fight. Tio, yeah.
Is a mega fight. You must look at that and go, you know what? Although I can't look past what's coming, you know,
right?
Get to that
point. No. I look at that and I say, whatever that man want to do, he can do whatever the fuck he want to do. I'm not looking at Tank like, oh, I gotta get that fight. Fuck Tank. I'm not looking at him like that. I'm me. I don't have to use him to build my name. I'm gonna build my name regardless. It would be lovely to get a Tank fight if you want to fight me. I'm gonna sign the contract.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Be on your David Benavidez shit. Be on your David Benavidez shit. On me. DB3, man.
But I'm not out here chasing after no goddamn Tank. I'm worried about the businessman.
So, in your mind, doesn't matter about names as long as it makes sense for you. Obviously, belts, legacy, it can beat whoever. It doesn't have to necessarily be him because he's got a name. As long as you achieve what you want kind of out of it.
The businessman.
The businessman. A lot of stuff happening in boxing at the minute. I can get your opinion. I'm going to ask you about this. I've asked a few people. Devin Haney's filed a lawsuit against Ryan Garcia. What is your opinion? I spoke to Eddie Hearn in the UK, and his words were, "This could be a pivotal moment in boxing. When you fight a fighter who's failed the test, if they fail and you then take them to court. If something happens, like saying Devin's awarded something, it may not be. People might look at."
And before y'all get this answer, this is a fighter saying this. This is a fighter saying this. So y'all better get off my head.
That in future and use that as a deterrent, you know, in terms of if there is people who are taking this stuff. What's your opinion on it, if you've got one?
I could say like this. It been people out here that do take steroids, and you could tell that guy was off steroids. Mm-hmm. And you know, I actually know a person personally that his career changed He was the top prospect doing great. He fought a guy with steroids and it changed his whole career. It changed how he talked. It changed everything. So us seeing Devin Haney doing all of this with a person that had 0.1 estrogen, and we all seen that Ryan Garcia was still in there getting tired. It's like, bro, I'm sorry. There's no other word to put this. You're a bitch.
Did I say it? I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I don't just be speaking it. I get my knowledge from all the fighters. I get my knowledge from the people that cover boxing. I get my knowledge from doing my own research. My own research. I watched that fight about 10 times just to see if it looked like he was on something. No. Devin Haney was doing this. He had jab with his left and he had drop his right, and it's gonna happen every time. As soon as he jabbed or he had duck to the right every time. Like when somebody about to jab at him, he had duck to the right instead of going backwards. You think y'all be thinking I'm just talking? Bro, let's talk. Like for real. Let's do our research before we just get on a bandwagon. You feel me? Let's do our research before we get on a bandwagon. On top of that, Vada said that his PEDs was contaminated with Ostarine. So that's killing everything. He didn't do it on purpose. And on top of that was a little bit, a grain salt, one piece of salt. You try to pick that up with your hand. And you tell me if you can taste it after you put it on your tongue. Let me know. For real.
Excuse my language. That's how I feel. You're soft. You don't know how to take your L's. You a person that been given everything all your life, a daddy's boy, making sure you've been straight all your life, and now you took your first loss. I feel like you don't really know how to take it. Granted, I wasn't in there fighting Ryan Garcia, but you asked me how I feel. You done took it always to suing and all that extra shit. I feel like, bro, you soft, bro. Straight like that.
That's a fighter saying that. So y'all need to get off that bandwagon.
In terms of if you could look down in the future, no one can. In the next 18 months, if we were to have another interview, what would you want to have achieved in the next 18 months where we look back and go, you know, I'm right where I need to be? World champion in the next 18 months?
Yeah.
In terms of boxing, man, for sure. World champion in the next 18 months. And big fights. Keep continue putting on big fights. Me and Limos, outside of, like, think about it like this. If it wasn't my homecoming, I was still fighting on co-main. Me and Limos would be a big fight. Mm-hmm. And that's something that I set up. I sat the bosses down in top rank, and we got that together. You know what I'm saying? So either way, man, I'm putting on big fights, and I just hope the fans just keep tuning into me, because that's what I am going to do.
Well, Keyshawn, I'm looking forward to getting over to the States at some point. Hopefully we can catch up in person. Always a pleasure to catch up and speak to you.
And I just want to say, man, we thank you for coming to the boxing scene, man. We thank you. Even when they tried to stop you from when they tried to stop you with the weed situation and shit, we thank you for staying in it. Thank you, man. Because boxing is getting soft, too much of this, and you just ready. Keyshawn, I want to fight Davis. That's it. Keyshawn, I want to fight Davis. We thank you. But enough of that. If y'all like my content, well, if y'all like my take on this, and if y'all fuck with Keyshawn Davis, leave a like. If you feel like I could do any of my content better, or if y'all got opinions of your own, comment down below. Let's have a conversation. You know, I love having conversation with y'all. Shit, I don't be having my friends be busy, so I don't be having just too many people to talk to. So I'll click on YouTube and I'll have a conversation with y'all. You feel me? You feel me? But like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on if you want to know when I drop my next video. And also, click one of these videos on the screen. Yeah, let's get these views up. Let's get these likes up. Let's continue to grow. Let's continue to grow. That's all we got. That's all we got to do is continue to grow. But until next time, goose out, man. Keyshawn, I want to fight. Davis.